Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, I apologise about that. And indeed, if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2022 related video here on my channel, and another sort of reaction video as well. This one is coming as a bit of a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting anything at all until tomorrow being the 10th of January as I'm recording this, when the contenders for Norway are released. That's Melodi Grand Prix, of course. But I was just sitting here relaxing a little while ago, and a video pops up by Mr. Eurovision, and it's MESC 2022 Malta Snippets Recap. It's about 4.5 minutes long. And I wasn't expecting anything from Malta. Whether I was just completely oblivious to this and there was an announcement sometime in the past saying that the snippets would be released today, I must have missed it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to watch this video and give you my absolute first thoughts on these Maltese snippets. I've no idea how long these snippets are going to be. They could only be a few seconds, in which case I really apologise about that. There might be another video in the future where I listen to longer snippets of the songs, like I usually would do. But for the time being, this will do. As always, let me know your thoughts, and links in the description as always to my social media pages as well. So Malta debuted in the early 1970s. Their first two entries finished last, I believe, both in Maltese. And I don't think Malta has actually had an entry in their own language since, which is a great shame. And in this national final setup, I think there's only one, maybe two songs that appear to be in Maltese as well. But anyway, for the past couple of years it's been an internal choice, and Malta really seemed to turn a corner in 2019 when Mickeleff came along. I don't know why I said an internal choice, because they used the X Factor Malta, of course. But anyway, Mickeleff went to Tel Aviv. Chameleon, what a great music video, what a great pop song. And in the end, as we should have seen coming, Malta really struggled in the public half of the results, and Malta finished about 13th or 14th on the night. Then Destiny came along, winner of Junior Eurovision several years ago. The contest was cancelled, and then in Rotterdam last year, Muscat did very well in the end, but was damaged by a very poor public mark. And this has been the problem for many years for Malta. The juries love them, but the public less so, which is a great shame, because I usually like Malta's entries, but they were last with a big fat 0 in the second semi-final in Kiev. Claudia Faniello received nothing, from the public at least. And then Christabel was also last with the public in her semi-final in Lisbon a year later. So I'm hoping from Malta for 2022, yes, I'm hoping for quality, but I'm also hoping for something that's really going to get the public on side. Something that you know, or you strongly feel, is going to get a lot of love from the public on the night. So anyway, X Factor Malta is not a thing this year, it's just the national final, which is imaginatively called Malta Eurovision Song Contest 2022. There's some interesting names here. There's 22 tracks. There'll be a semi-final competing for 16 qualifying spots in the final. The final is on the 19th of February if you're interested. We have Aidan Kassar, Baklava featuring Nicole, Denise Mercieka, Derek Shembri, Emma Muscat, Enya Magri, Francesca Schibras, who interestingly has been at Junior Eurovision as part of a double act many years ago, Jade Vella, Janice Manjan, who I believe was the runner-up a few years ago with a song in Maltese, Jessica Grech, Jessica Muscat, who has been at Eurovision before for San Marino a few years ago, Malcolm Pisani, Mark Anthony Bartolo, Matt Black, Miriana Conte, Nicole Atsopardi, who I think sang Knock Knock Boom Boom at Junior Eurovision many years ago. I'm very interested to see what she's bringing to the table. She's got a Swedish songwriting team predominantly, which is also very interesting. Nicole Hammett, Norbert Bondin, Rachel Lowell, Raquel Galdes-Briffa, Richard Mickeleff, been involved before, lead singer of Firelight back in 2014, went to Copenhagen, finished towards the bottom half. And he also was the runner-up a few years ago with Song for Dad, I think that was the runner-up. And then also Sarah Bonici. So I'll get my post-it note and I'll write down the songs that immediately stand out to me, because that's what you need to do at Eurovision. You need to immediately stand out to those neutral viewers who are listening to the song for the first and only time in their lives. So here we go. Malta, they've never won, twice runners-up. These could be very, very short snippets, as I said earlier. But here we go. Let me know your thoughts. I'm playing the video now. Get my pencil. This could be very interesting. So first up is Ritmu by Aidan Kassar. Okay, these are very short snippets, so I do apologise there. But this sounds like a pop song, yeah. He's dressed like a cowboy in these images. It's in Maltese. Yeah. Doesn't sound too bad. Then we have Electric Indigo by Baklava featuring Nicole. Okay. Okay. Dance pop. Oh, wow. That's such a short clip. You can't tell anything from these. I really do apologise, but I suppose that sounds somewhat promising. Very up-tempo. Next up is Denise with Boy. That sounds like a sort of sultry, low-key, sort of urban pop track, I guess. Not sure that's really going to be my thing, just because I don't really listen to that sort of material in my own time, you know. Next up is 2 by Derek Shembry. Oh, this is in Maltese as well. Doesn't sound much different from the song before it. But anyway, next up is Out of Sight by Emma Muscat. Ballad. Yeah, that didn't sound too bad at all. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a straight-up ballad, I feel. Then we have Enya Magri with Shame. Interesting instrumentation, I suppose. Sounds quite moody. Can't really say too much, I'm afraid. Next up's Francesca Schibras with Ryze. Very dreamlike. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to be a straight-up ballad as well. Then we have Revelación by Giada. Giada? Or Jade Vela? Anyway. Okay, this is sort of R&B, hip-hop. Maybe with a slight Latin twist. Not really my thing. I don't know about that. Next up's Janice Mangan with Army. Ballad. Then it's Aphrodisiac by Jessica Gretsch. Right, I'll say this. Already, based on these short snippets alone, not only is nothing immediately standing out to me, but a lot of these songs are blending together, which is not a good sign. Saying that, I've written down 4 names so far. You're a piece of chocolate? Whoa, interesting lyrics. Yeah, can't say much about that one. Could be quite mysterious, the vibe. Then we have Kaleidoscope, Jessica Muscat. Ooh, you know what? That really didn't sound too bad from that short snippet. Much better than her entry for San Marino the other year. Then we have We Came for Love by Malcolm Pisani. This is another low-key track. No, that's not really... that sounds very cheesy. Serenity by Mark Anthony Bartolo is up next. Acoustic. Very chilled out, might be nice to listen to on the night, but I think you need something more high impact myself. Then we have Matt Black with Come Around. This seems like a very cheeky, playful track. Not sure it's going to be to my liking, but there we are. Look What You've Done Now by Miriana Conte. Yeah, this is another sort of slightly urban pop number. You just get that feeling straight away. There's a lot of these this year. It's okay, I guess. Into the Fire, really looking forward to this one. Nicole Azzopardi. Yeah, this is the verse, but I bet the chorus is a lot more explosive. Seems okay. A Lover's Heart by Nicole Hammett. Is this in Maltese? I think so. Okay, points for that, but it sounds similar to things I've already heard here. There's nothing remotely on par with Chameleon or Je Me Casse here. Not at all. Excuse me, next up is How Special by Norbert Bonding. A ballad. How Special You Are. That seems like jury bait, that one. So it's worth keeping an eye on. Norbert Bonding. I'd say keep an eye on that one. Next up is White Doves by Rachel Lowell. Nice voice. It's just another sort of so-so ballad. That's what it seems like. Next is Over You by Raquel Galdes Briffa. Oh, it's another ballad. Ooh, it doesn't sound bad. I think with a ballad and with snippets as short as these, what I'm really looking for is something that just sounds very atmospheric. Something where quite quickly I can imagine how it could be staged. With some ballads, it's very hard to do that. But with others, you can almost imagine the sort of colour scheme they'll go for, the way the lighting would be, even what the artist could be wearing. This one here, Over You, yeah, I can sort of picture that straight away. That doesn't sound bad. Next up is Richard Mickeleff. Now, on name alone, he's bound to do well. This is Hey Little. Oh, yeah. I bet that's going to do very well indeed. Seems quite charming, somewhat uplifting. And finally, Sarah Bonici with Heaven. Piano, is that? Yeah, I mean, that doesn't stand out quite as much as some of the others here. Well, I mean, look, I know I'm repeating myself here, but they were very short snippets, and obviously the full-length songs I'm sure will be out at some point. I'll listen to them in my own time. My opinions will change, no doubt, for the better about all of these songs. But based on that video alone, I'm not really impressed. I'm actually quite disappointed. I mean, my God, there was nothing that sounded remotely on par with Malta's last couple of entries. Even going back to 2018, Taboo, there didn't seem anything with that sort of urgency or that vibrancy, I guess. That sort of song where you can just immediately see how it could come across on stage, on the night. There was nothing like that for me. So many of these songs sounded ultra similar. But I've written down a lot of names. Aiden Kassar with Ritmu, that could do very well indeed. Emma Muscat, yeah. Francesca, yeah. Janice, I think, might do very well with Army. Jessica Muscat, Kaleidoscope, that seemed somewhat promising. Nicole, yeah, definitely looking forward to hearing the whole thing. Norbert, who I've purely written down because it sounded like the sort of thing juries would go mad for. Raquel, yeah. Interestingly, Aiden Kassar wrote that song. Over You, yeah. That seems quite atmospheric and interesting. And then also Richard. And I'm going to be totally honest, I'm not even sure I need to hear the whole thing, but I would not be surprised if Malta's representative for 2022 in Turin is Richard Mickeleff with Hey Little. I mean, yeah, it stood out a little bit to me. I've written his name down on the post-it note. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a serious challenger for winning this national final. But anyway, that's it. Not the most exciting video, I know. It sort of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting anything from Malta for a little while yet, but there we are. Let me know what you think. I'm going to upload this video as soon as I can. And all being well, tomorrow I'll be reacting, it's a very loose term, I know, to the Norwegian contenders. And I'm telling you right now, I'm really hoping for a very, very high standard from Norway. I believe there's going to be good variety. Ulrika could be back. I think Margaret Berger could be back as well. I've seen that name bandied about online a few times. So yeah, Norway tomorrow. Other countries as and when. Should be finding out details from Poland and I think Ireland at some point as well. But yes, that's Malta. Longer snippets will be out soon, I'm sure, and then the full-length songs, and I'll listen to them as and when. But that's it for now. I have to say, nothing immediately grabbed me there in the way that Chameleon and Je Me Casse did, you know, straight from the first note, pretty much. That's it. Hopefully the quality wasn't too bad. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, and until next time, that is it from me. I'll be back with more Eurovision 2022 related content within the next 24 hours, I guess. Until then, bye for now.